Hey everybody, it's me, Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone, and I'm coming on live to see who all is going to join me for Valentine's Day. I'm going to be doing personal readings. I'm just looking at my lip and it looks so orange, and it also looks like my lipstick is crooked and it's actually not, but whatever, it's supposed to be pink, but that's just the way the camera is. So hi, and thank you for joining me, those of you who are here. Um, and I see people are already putting in something in the chat. So great. Yeah, sure. Let me grab some cards and we'll get going on the readings. I was going to try to have it going on my iPad while I ran the show live. I thought that might be easier to see the comments, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to be good. I'm just going to leave the comments and YouTube going like it's going. And I apologize. I just have to. Hi, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I hope you're having a nice Valentine's Day. I hope you did something nice for yourself or somebody did something nice for you. And I'm just going to pull out some of my favorite decks. And I can pull out different ones if I feel the motion, if I feel like it. So, how is everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. How are you all doing? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling not good? Are you feeling needy? What's going on with you guys? Hi, let me say hi to everybody who's here. So, Book Bewitch came in first, and she was just like, be kind to you. Only read for subs? I don't know. I guess, well, yeah, anybody who's in the chat is a sub. So, all right, so I'll do that, and I'm just going to star some of these to make it a little easier. Messages from my loved ones, reading about my love life. Happy Valentine's Day. Hair in my mouth. That's no good. Let's see. Hi, artist. Hi, butterflies are free. General. There we go. Somebody read the banner. Love to all. Let's pull this down. Oh, so Joyce Luther Williams 5600 is not feeling well today. So if we could all send her some love and healing, that would be great. So here's another one. Okay, so I have a few things starred. I'll start with that, and then I'll go down to where this was, and I will pull up some more. So I'm going to start out with, just because you were here first, Book Bewitched, I'm just going to do a little quick reading for you. And I know you said you're just dashing through, but if you watch this on the replay, it'll be in the early part of the video. And this is what we're going to do. So I hope the shuffling's not too loud. You know what? I could put this down. That would make it a little quieter. Slightly, not much. But I usually mute myself when I shuffle when I'm on with other people. But if I mute myself now, there won't be anybody talking. So... all right, so this is just going to be a little quick 3 cards for Booked Bewitched, just a little general. Okay, here we go. For Book Bewitched. Okay, so you're not believing what your eyes, you're not believing what you're seeing. You do know that there's things that are going on that are just unbelievable, or that you cannot personally believe, and that's giving you just a little bit of anxiety. But generally, things are going to be coming up great for you. If you've got any kind of like if you're waiting on a new job or a promotion, or getting a monetary payout for from insurance or anything like that, or waiting on information about your health, like test results or something like that, or getting ready to do some health issue, or moving, whatever, anything under that kind of umbrella is going to be great. It's going to be really, really good for you. You got the 10 of Pentacles. That's wealth, health, protection, feeling good, feeling secure. So all good things coming for you, Book Bewitch. So that's for you. Okay. And then I'm going to read for Butterflies Are Free. I'm just going to unstar that. Any messages from my loved ones who have passed, especially my husband Dennis, who passed in 2019? Well, let's see. I think I want a different deck for this. Yeah. Okay. And the message that I'm getting from Dennis is that he loves you with all his heart, and he wants you to get up and get out and do some things and get more active with other people. Not like get more active, like go to the gym, not that kind of get more active, but get more active with other people so that you don't spend time alone too much. He doesn't want you to be alone. So that's his message from you. And let me pull a few cards for you. Again, I apologize for the loudness of the shuffle. I'm hoping that my little soft landing here will help with that. And let's see what's going on for you. So you've got some quiet time. You're in quiet time, and maybe that's why Dennis is saying get up and get out and go mingle with people, but maybe you also do need some time just in reflection on your own to recharge your batteries, to get your soul good with everything that's been going on for you. You also have some decisions you need to make about money, and they're going to work out good. Whatever decision you make, whatever you end up making, it's going to come back to you in a good way, and you're going to feel successful in that decision. You're going to feel like this is a good thing for you. Whatever decision you do end up making. But right now you do have a little period of time where you need to rest, recuperate, recharge, reflect. So just allow that to happen. And I will say also that this eclipse on the 17th for many people it will really be beneficial if you do not overschedule yourself. Try to be very judicious in how you schedule yourself because the energy will be wonky. It's an eclipse, and you need to have energy in order to handle whatever's coming. And that's not to say that the eclipse is going to do crazy wild things to everybody, but just the energy itself is going to, I know for me, I'm already feeling it, and it's making me not tired, but just sort of stuck. Like I'm just like, it's hard for me to like get up and really get going. And every day that I have to actually go into the office, I'm like, ugh, dragging, but I'm doing it. But I'm making it hard on myself because I'm just dragging around doing it. But if you need this period of time to just be restful, then do that. The decisions are going to come, and maybe some of those decisions will come to your consciousness while you're in that resting mode, almost meditative state. And that's going to be successful. That's going to be really good for you. You're going to be happy with the outcome of those decisions. Okay. So that's butterflies are free. Great. And then we have Bina or Bryna 41. May I have a reading about my love life for 2026? And I'm not putting the questions up on the screen because it's too much for me to do. So I'm looking at them in the comments. I'm starring them. That's enough for me. As you know, I'm notoriously bad with the comments. So I'm just trying to do what I can do and stay on top of the whatever you guys need. All right, so this is for love life. So let me pull these cards. Okay. So this is for Bina 41. May I have a reading about my love life for 2026? Okay. Well, the first thing that jumps out, Bina, is there's going to be multiple people that present as partners, and it could be that you have one relationship for a few months and then that drops off and then another relationship comes in. I don't see it as having two relationships at the same time. I see them as following one after the other, and there could be a period of time where there's a break in between and there's nothing, but there's more than one relationship coming to you. Yeah, and even as I pull out the cards, two cards come up, so that's very good. So we have the Princess of Hearts, which is really you, and then the Chariot. So things are kind of like on a runaway train. So you must be feeling pretty good about yourself. You're doing things to attract a partner, I feel, and you're just putting it in overdrive, the fact that you would love to have a partner. And so you're putting out to the universe that I'm ready, I can have a relationship, and so bring it to me. So the universe is going to bring it to you. And like I said, you'll have one and then maybe a little short break or longer break, and then you'll have another. So you'll have two different relationships this year. So don't be devastated when the first one comes to an end. It won't be like it's a bad relationship. That's not the reason it comes to an end. It just comes to an end because it comes to an end and there's something else waiting for you later on in 2026. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a productive year for you. And the relationships, I think, are just an indicator for you to see that you have opened the door to relationship, that you are doing things right. You are for yourself. You're setting things up for yourself so that you can have a relationship, which is really, really good. Okay. And then Diane Kek, 3521. She wants a general reading. So I'm going to go back to this deck for a general reading for Diane. So for Diane, general reading. Oh, the guides are very active for you. They're saying, busy girl, busy girl, busy girl. You have a lot of things going on and you're going to be doing a lot of things and achieving a lot of things in 2026. Some of them will just be projects that you really love to do. Some of this work and this busyness has to do with a job or career. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. So you start out just feeling like, you've been robbed. You've been robbed of the opportunity to have love. And so you'll kind of get a hold of yourself and say, snap out of it. You're not going to get love feeling like that. And that's true. You do have to feel love for yourself in order to attract love, I believe. But love is going to come. And you may already feel like you're ready for love. You're ready for a relationship. But that some opportunities, you were robbed of those opportunities. You will be in a pretty stable place in 2026. You will be, I think, stable as far as health and money and home and things like that. So no, I don't see you moving. I don't see you selling your home. I don't see any major illnesses, nothing like that. And I think that the love that comes to you this year, it's going to be a karmic love. It's going to be one that's really meant to be. And you're going to feel that very, very much. When that relationship happens, it's like, not like boom, like bolt from the blue. It's more like just a knowing. You're just going to be like, yeah, as soon as we started talking and having more than one date, I was just like, this is my person. So I think it's a real soul, real fated thing and a very solid, secure relationship. And I know you weren't asking about love, Diane, but I do think that that's what's going to be happening for you for 2026. And don't let the early um, um, whatever the anxiety or negative feelings are early in the year, even up to now in February, don't let that throw you. This is going to be a really good year, and a really good year for love, I feel. All right, great. Well, let me know how that goes. Okay, so that was Diane, and then Connie B. Connie B says, will I even have a love life? Single for 15 years. Now, I think that you asked this question last night on the Cool Crone Oracle. And I think that Cleo read on you, and I think Marina might have read on you too. So I don't know, Connie. Let's see. Let's see what goes on. I'm going to stick with this deck. So you're not asking for just 2026. You're just saying, am I going to have a love life? Okay, so I don't need the cards here. So here's the deal, Connie B. For the last 15 years being single, you are working on yourself. You're working on things for yourself that are really soul growth, really important, really you're morphing, metamorphosizing, right? You're really moving and transmuting, transfiguring, transforming yourself to where you're going to be for the next phase of your life. And it's taking a while, not because you're slow or doing it wrong, but because it takes a while. Because sometimes when you're trying to change yourself, enlighten, raise your vibration, whatever, it is not as easy as one would think. It's not just a matter of making up your mind to do it. There's a series of lessons that have come through to you in the last 15 years, and there may be a few more. When you go through this journey and kind of come out the door on the other side, the person that you will have in your life as a love will be a completely different type of person than what you had been thinking about during this journey, right? Because you will be different. You will have changed. So will you even have a love life? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you will. Because what you're going through and what you're learning right now is really not just how to love yourself, but how to love your whole life, how to love everything in your life, the good, bad, and the ugly. You're going to learn how to love all of that stuff. And maybe you've already learned a lot of it. And so you are transforming into the person that you want to be. And that is going to attract the partner that you need to have. So if you had somebody walk through the door tomorrow and say, I'm in love with you, let's do everything together, you're my soulmate, that would not be the perfect partner, because you just have a little ways to go. But you've done a lot. 15 years, yeah, you've been working a lot. And maybe you don't feel like you were doing this work for the whole 15 years. That's okay, because some of it goes fast, some of it goes slow. But there's no book, there's no course, there's no guru that comes and tells you how you do this. It's all you. So as you're learning and changing and growing, let me pull out an oracle card for you. I think I want one of these. Where is that deck? Is this it? Hold on, I'm looking for a specific deck. Oh, it's right here. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Okay. So I was looking for this, the Kyle, oh, that's a horrible thing. Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light. I love this oracle deck. And I will probably end up reading a little short thing about it. But here we go. For Connie B, what does she need to know about this journey? What does she need to know about right now on this journey? Yeah, this is right. This is right. All right. So the card that I pulled is Elmoria, Awakening Presence. And you cannot probably see it very well, but right here on his shirt, he has a Merkaba. So I want you to look up the geometric shape of the Merkaba, because that is important for you, Connie B. And it also says on here, the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And let me just read the extended message here for Elmoria. Spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are cleansing your energy before putting on protection. Almoria is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are at now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. And this eclipse time is a great time to let go of those things that do not serve you, but it may take you up until July to actually let go of all of that stuff. So be patient with yourself, love yourself, know that you're perfect just the way you are, and you're doing everything in divine right timing as it plays out. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. So I know this talked a lot about protection, and I don't want to say that you're in danger or evil things are happening to you. That's not at all what this message is about. This message is about as you change and grow and transmute, you may go through periods where you feel a little too open, a little too vulnerable, being open spiritually, your heart being open. And that's what the love life thing. This is why you are worried about your love life. You want to um, understand how the love of the universe works, how the love of the angels works, how you can work with El Moria. That's a little bit more of your homework, I guess, that you have to do, right? And as you do that, and as you open yourself to that divine love, you will feel overwhelmed with love for your own self and your own spiritual being and everything that you have been doing. And I don't know if you have had that happen yet. So hang in there, Connie B. You have work to do, but you've been doing a lot of work. Give yourself credit for all of that. Maybe before this eclipse, maybe this is a good time for you to assess where you were 15 years ago and where you are today, because that will give you a glimmer of the person that you're changing into and how you are changing, so that when you're ready for the partner for that person who has evolved, you'll recognize it. Okay. That was kind of long, but I think that was necessary. Okay, so let me go back to these. Let's see. Yeah, that's right where I left off. What's going on with my partner? Let's look at that. Hi, book, general. Okay, general. Okay, general, general, general. Oh, great. General. I'm feeling it too, Colleen. Yeah, Liz, I know the energy. Cucamonga is really crazy. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start just all of these and I'll get to as many as I can. Oh, thank you, Abby Yandel. She gave me a very nice compliment. That was really nice. Oh, butterflies are free. You're very, very welcome. Okay. Brina, good. I hope that was for your reading. Yeah. All right, here's LNR. Uh, okay, happy Valentines. And Brina says thank you. Okay, here's one for the guides. No, you're not too late, Erin the hairstylist. You're not too late. I just don't know if I'll get to everybody, but I'll try. Of course, everybody's going to ask about love. That's fine. It's Valentine's Day. Okay, I've got 14 starred. I really doubt I'll get to all of them. Let's see. Okay, I'll star them anyway. Okay. Oh, Connie B, you asked about school. The school is a metaphor of what you're doing on the inside too. You may be in school, you're also doing work inside, in your heart, in your soul. Okay. And that's very often the case. Very, very often the case. The ninth house rules higher education. The ninth house also rules spirituality. It's the same area of life. Okay. Oh, Gerald did the reading. Okay. All right. True. I'm done with lessons. I'm a pro now. I love your confidence. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So now I've got 16. So I'm going to cut it off there because it's already 26 minutes in, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to all of these. So let's go on here. Okay. So this is Gwen Almeida. What's going on with my partner? Will she get her humor back? I have the Trish James prediction deck, but I'm not comfortable with it yet. Every time I use it, the answers just seem like bouncing off the walls. So I don't think I've quite connected with that deck yet. And will my partner get her sense of humor back? Gwen Almeida. Let's see. Okay, so the guide said, oh, sure, she'll get her sense of humor back when you clean the house. You have funny guides. Okay. So yes, the answer is yes. But there is something going on emotionally or that she's not telling you. There's some, and that's what I got originally too from just kind of tuning in, that there is something that she can't quite express. Now, it's not necessarily that she doesn't want to tell you. I think she's still trying to come to grips with what it is. And so there's other unresolved feelings going on that's stopping her from being humorous, stopping her from tapping into that because she so much wants to figure this out, but she can't express it. So be easy with her. Maybe clean the house. Maybe that's what's needed there. I don't know. That's what they said. I'm saying that's what they said. So yeah, she'll get it back. She will get it back. Okay. All right. So next one is Sarah wants a general. Let's see, Sarah. What do we have for you? I'm going to use these. Sarah Keysport. Sarah, do you have a daughter? If you have a daughter or someone in your life who's like a daughter to you, you need to get in touch with her. All right. Other than that, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Hearts. So that's like the Nine of Cups. So, things for you in the next few months are going to be, I think, very good. If you have some situation where you need to be in touch with the authorities, then you need to get in touch with the authorities and you need to follow the letter of whatever their rules are, laws or whatever. But generally, I think things are going to go pretty well for you. That Ace of Pentacles may indicate that you're starting something new where it comes to your health or money or security. You may be starting a new job or shifting things with your money, or you're trying a new health routine, and whatever it is, it's going to be successful, and it's good, and it's good that you're starting it. It's good you're starting it now because, Mercury is going to go retrograde right after the eclipse, and it'll be retrograde for 3 weeks. So you want to make changes that you're making now rather than waiting till Mercury retrograde to do it, because if you start it during Mercury retrograde, there is a chance that you will drop it by the time Mercury retrograde finishes, and we don't want that, right? Everybody that starts new things, nobody wants to just give up and not keep doing it. So good stuff for you. I think there is some definite like happiness. Nine of Hearts is a good happy card. That's the card that makes you feel secure, like you have what you need, like you're being taken care of, like the universe is giving you what you're asking for. So I think things are going to be going good for you, Sarah. Okay. And then we have Abby. Now, don't feel bad, guys, if I'm not, pulling more cards and pulling oracle cards and stuff for each of you. It's what I'm being called to do. So if I'm giving you a message, that's what I'm getting from your guides. If I'm giving you just, a couple of cards, that's what I'm being told. If I'm giving you a little bit more cards, that's what I'm being told to do. So don't feel like it's, I didn't get as many cards as that person. You know what? And here's the thing too. Those of you who are doing these shows all the time and coming in and getting readings, you don't need to get a reading every week. You certainly don't need to get a reading multiple times in a week. I'd say not more than every 2 to 4 weeks, get a reading, because you want to see how things play out. And you also want to live your life. You're not living your life waiting for the reading to tell you what to do. That's not the point of it. The point of it really is to kind of calm you about the future and let you know that most of the time that things are probably going to work out the way they are, or to warn you, just like astrology does, like with Mercury retrograde, hey, this might not be a good time to do that. But it's not for you to make all your decisions based on the reading. That's not healthy, and that's not good. Remember, we are in a period of time where people have the ability to get the answers from within. You can tap into your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whoever is around you, and you can get answers that you need. You just have to get very, very still and listen, or look for signs. So try that. But I'm going to, okay, so this is going to be for Abby. We're going to do just a general for Abby. Let's see what we get for her. And also listen to the readings of other people, because very often it will resonate with many, many people in the chat, because it is a more collective message. So things are going to really change for you, Abby. I'm guessing that because of the timing of this reading that you're getting, that probably the eclipse is going to really make a big change for you. You also get the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Cups is usually the card where we're not too crazy about the things being offered to us. And I would say if these things are being offered, well, pre or post eclipse, between now and the next couple of weeks, and you're feeling like, yeah, I don't like that so much, I don't think I'm interested in any of those, stop yourself and really look at what the offers are. Look at what is going on in your life. Try to take off the veil of oh, I just don't want that's knee-jerk reaction. Try not to go with a knee-jerk reaction. Try to really give it a chance and look at your life, where you are, what you're doing, and how could this possibly work? You may still reject it. You know, that's your right. And there may be several things that are offered that you just feel like, oh, that's ridiculous. I would never want that. But look at it. Are you rejecting it because 5 years ago or for all of your previous life you would reject it? And who are you now? Are you making these decisions based on who you are and what your needs are right now? So think about those things. And in the end, you will have a great deal of happiness about it. You get the Four of Wands, you get that happy party, the security, the, happy family all around you. Everything's really going great. But you have to go through making some kind of choices because you are going to have you do have the Wheel of Fortune changing things around, which is probably letting go of certain things during with this eclipse energy. And then you will be different. You will be different. And so as those new things come to you, really look at them with a clear eye. Just look at them with clear eyes. Okay. All right. So that is Abby. And then we have Anya Ashdown wants a general. I'm going to switch to a different deck here. There we go. There's my Cosmic Tarot. I want that one. So this is Anya wants a general. You know, there are some things going on for you where you may be working things out in a relationship or reforming a relationship with somebody that I think you already know. And for you, it feels right. It feels like, yeah, that's what I thought all along. This is the person I should be with. So I think that your relationship, if you're in a relationship where you're sort of starting to drift away, I think things will come back together. Or if you begin a relationship, and this could very well start up in Mercury retrograde, because I feel like it's a person coming back into your life. And you may feel like, oh, I should never do that. You should never go back to somebody that you've already broken up with. But I think in this case, it's really, really good. You get the Nine of Pentacles as the final outcome. So you'll feel happy, fulfilled, protected. You did it. Everything's going great. It's so happy. And, so I would say go for it. I think it's really a good thing. Yeah. So don't reject it out of hand. It could be really good. All right. Okay. And we have Tammy R, General. No, I think I'll do a different deck. Okay. We'll do a good old Rider-Waite. All right. So here we go. General for Tammy R. Tammy R, general reading. What does Tammy need to know? I'm pulling out another oracle deck. Okay, I'm glad I pulled that out. Okay, so there is a relationship. I think it's a new relationship, but right as it starts, then something happens that makes you very fearful. You're fearful about it working out, or maybe they even have to go away. And the two of you are working very hard to make it work, but it leaves you fearful. It leaves you very, very paranoid. And I want you to resist those feelings of fear, because it is going to work out. It is going to be okay. But something happens where, like I said, it feels like they have to go away, but they don't leave the relationship, but then for some reason they're separated from you, and that's very hard for you. But it does work out within the next few months, and that's what the angel card says, is within the next few months. It's all backwards, right? You guys can't even read that. Within the next few months, things will work out, and they will be back around you. So I hope that that's helpful. I hope that puts your mind at ease, and try not to allow yourself to give in to fear, because it's not a helpful emotion. Okay. So here we go with Cindy. Cindy 514 wants a general. Okay. So there's that one. And Cindy 514. I'm going to go with these, Cindy. Okay. So general for Cindy 514. Okay. So, Cindy, over the next few months, you're going to have good times working with people who are very generous with their time, or with their money, or with teaching you things. So you're going to be the beneficiary of a lot of generosity. You're also going to be very generous to other people. That's what this first month or so coming up is really good for you. But you're going to also feel at a certain point like you're working too hard, like you're working harder than the other people. But maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you do need to work at this. Maybe this is something that you're learning to do, but you want to do it, some kind of a service or something that you're learning to do for other people. And it may feel like it's a little bit harder to do because you're learning how to do it. But in the end, this is very, very good for you. This sets you on a new path from 2026 on, that this gives you an idea of where you want to take your life. So this learning, this generosity that you get from these other people, this could really set you off on a whole new direction. So 2026, great year for you. You could be doing something very different by the end of the year than what you're doing now. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. So this is, oh, did we just do, yeah. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to do one reading, Anya, Ashdown. I know you had another question in here, but I'm just going to stick with your first reading and go on to the next person. So Ellen R would like a general reading. So we're going to do that. So this is for Eleanor. Okay. So there are competitive forces, frictioning forces around you, but also the energies are such that if you wanted to, you could engage with these people in a more harmonious way. But I think you're seeing it as a competitive, as almost a fight. And you also have some choices, some things that you need to choose coming up for either health or money. The thing is I would encourage you to be more listening to your intuition when it comes to the first issue of people having, you know, competitive or frictional forces around you, because the last card, the Seven of Swords, is the card of the thief. So if you don't have your antenna up, then you're gonna be vulnerable to somebody taking something that's yours. Could be an idea. I mean, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily stealing physical things from you, but I just want to warn you about that. Let me pull a oracle card for this so we get a little more guidance about what you should be doing. You get the card for Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Great. That is great. Let me find the little blurb on Krishna and I'll read that. Have a very, very special relationship with Krishna. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental emotional battlefield. That's the Five of Wands. Yes, it feels like you're on a battlefield. But there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. So I hope that gives you some clarity about what you should be doing with these energies. And yeah, so I think what this is saying is, take the higher path. Don't be down there in the mundane, in the mud, where where people's energies can be hurtful. Be up here. Okay. All right. So that's those. And this is Intuitive Kathy, wondering if my guides have any messages for me. Thank you, Colleen. Well, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Okay, so this is Intuitive Kathy. Okay, Intuitive Kathy. So the main message that your guides are giving, and I'm pulling cards on this too, is to be joyful, playful, happy, bouncy, get out more, lift yourself off the earth. So not only raise your vibration, but dance, bounce, skip, run, hop, get yourself up. That is what your guides are really saying. And let me just see what these are saying. Okay. A few more there. Okay. There we go. All right. So this, okay. You start out with the Empress. So you definitely are a person that takes care of other people, but you also need to take care of yourselves. And then you come up with the Queen of Swords. I don't know what sun sign you are, but if you're an air sign, then this is definitely you. If you're not, and it might be a friend who is an air sign. But your internal voice and also your friend will be telling you you need to take care of yourself as well as others. You can still take care of others, but you need to take care of yourself so that you are 110%, everything going great with you so that you don't get burnt out. You also get the Princess of Wands. So know who you are. Have you changed lately? Have you been changing? Have you been on a journey to change? And if you have, then you need to incorporate those changes into how you present yourself, into your relationships, whatever. Are there relationships that no longer really meet the needs of Kathy as she is now? Or are there relationships coming to you that you feel like maybe you don't even have time for because you're still nurturing relationships that are from the past that don't serve you anymore? So think about that, Kathy. You get the Nine of Cups, happiness, 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 feeling very good, feeling very much in the flow in your life, getting things that you really, really want, and also the Six of Pentacles. So you're weaving this into the mundane life as well. So it's not like you're going to, when we go on a spiritual path, it doesn't mean all of a sudden we, quit our job, because we all have to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, buy the food, put, toilet paper in the bathroom and light bulbs in the lights. We have to still do those things because of where we are in this moment in history. But you are fortunate in that you will be able to blend the chopping wood and carrying water with your spiritual endeavors and with your spiritual journey. So it's a good time for you. Very strong cards, starting out with the Empress and going to the Queen of Swords. Very, very strong for you. If you're the Queen of Swords, then that's intellect, that's communications, that's ideas, that's the law, that's really, really using communication in a very powerful way. So good stuff coming up for you. And that's what your guides are telling you. Bounce, jump, move around. I think the bounce has to do with moving from different spheres of life. So if you're in a job that you've been in for a gazillion years and it's a little boring, is there something that you could do at that job that just makes it feel a little newer? Is there a task you could take on, or could you kind of switch things up, or could you learn a new skill or whatever? Or do you outright, maybe you want to move on to a different job because you just want a little bit more excitement? The guides are telling you right now that you can do it. And the Queen of Swords is the brainiac. She's got the brain. So if you want to go get another job with new skills, you certainly can do that right now. So that's what I would say for you, Kathy. Good luck to you. Okay. And it's almost an hour, but I'm going to try to get a few more done here. Okay, so Aaron the hairstylist. General, probably too late. Nope, never too late. Just a matter of whether I can or can't. Okay. I need a sip of water. Okie dokie. Okay. So one of the things that your guides are telling me is if you're thinking of moving, if there's any inkling in your mind about moving, put it off until the summer, till like July. It's not a good time for you to move. But let's see what the cards say about other things in general. Oh boy, I don't know if you're taking a trip or not, but you're going to be bumping into somebody from your past, and I don't know if it's going to be a full-blown romance, but it sure is going to be a nice reconnection. It ends with the 10 of cups. You've got the 6 of cups there. That's the coming back from the past. We've got Mercury retrograde coming up. Very often people from the past come back into our lives during a Mercury retrograde, and you start with the Chariot. So you've put into motion to the universe that you want this to happen. And so things are moving forward. The energy is moving forward so that this can happen for you. So best of luck to you. I hope that's wonderful. And that's probably where I got the idea of the Chariot, because this is a movement card. It's a card that shows that you've put ideas out there into the universe that you want to have happen, and that energy is moving forward. So good for you. Good luck. I think that's going to be great. Okay. All right. And this is Wild Lilac. What does Spirit have for me coming up? And I would say, Wild Lilac, maybe spend some time contemplating what would you like to have come up. What would you like? Design your life. You're in control. You're the sovereign of your life. You're the person who really decides things. So the spirits can tell you a bunch of things, a bunch of possibilities, but you want to decide, what do I want to have coming up? What is coming up for me? What do I want? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What do I need to change? Do I need to change anything? Maybe I'm just coasting. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't want to do it all the time, but if you've had a big flurry of activity and now it's come to a close, nothing wrong with coasting for a little while. Let's see what the cards say here. Okay, you also come up with the Queen of Swords. So there's new ideas coming, new things coming into the future for you. You may be looking at going to school. You may be looking at learning a new trade, or just learning new skills and utilizing those skills. You get the Four of Swords as well. And in this deck, it's not about the rest and recharging your battery and retreat. It's not about that at all. This is the card. It's about Jupiter, actually, and you can see the symbol for Jupiter under those four swords. And it is about stability. It's about laying a good foundation, and you have the luck of Jupiter. You have the luck of the universe right now, allowing you to set up a very stable and balanced foundation. These cards, this deck they have a lot of dance references, and balance is a big thing in this deck. And the Queen of Swords gives you those new ideas, right? And the ability to manifest those ideas into something that's very stable and good and lucky for you, because it's the Jupiter influence. And then we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is you delving into the secret knowledge, into your inner knowledge, maybe doing this without telling people that you're doing it. Maybe you're kind of on the down low about the whole thing, and then you'll pop up after a few weeks and go, surprise, I'm a CPA now, or whatever you're going to do. So there's an element of mystery here that maybe you don't quite want to share this with everybody right away. But I think you are looking at trying to start something new where you use your noggin and you explore and exploit your intellect in order to achieve something new for yourself in 2026. Okay. My relationship, yes, no. I'm not quite sure what that means, but let's see what comes up. Okay. I think you're referring to having a relationship. Yes, no? I hope. And if you're typing in the chat, don't bother, because I won't click back and see it. I'm just looking at the starred questions. So I'm just going off of what I have right now. Okay. If you're not in a relationship, then I don't think in the first 6 months of the year there's going to be a new relationship. If you are in a relationship, I think there are things that you need to work out. I think there's things that are very stressful with your partner that you need to work out, and you need to talk. You need to have good communication. Let's see if we have other stuff here. Yeah, and if this is with a man, you and a man in a relationship, then I would say that he is not easily swayed. If he's made up his mind about something, it's going to be difficult. However, you do get the hanged man, and that's probably during the Mercury retrograde period. Things will just be hanging in abeyance. So nothing will really change. And that gives you time to decide, do you want to still be in this relationship or to pursue this relationship or not? So this could be having to do with a new relationship or an existing relationship. But I think in the end, it's your decision to maybe not be in this relationship because the person involved is pretty inflexible, and they're not willing to bend. So that's no bueno. And you have a lot of cool stuff coming in the future. Why do you want to waste your time with somebody who's not going to bend, who's not going to be amenable? So that's what I have to say about that. And let's see here. And this is Sarah Cotti, 1757. She wants a general. I'm assuming it's a she. I'm sorry if I'm getting personal pronouns wrong. Okay. But the names on YouTube are almost indecipherable. Okay. What's going on? Okay. So there's some kind of a situation where you're running in kind of willy-nilly and trying to make things happen, but it's possible that this is not going to be received really well. If you are looking for some kind of a decision about things, it will be a fair and just decision based on the facts of it, not just whether you rushed in or not. So I know that sounds very ambivalent, but it's your actions first, then the reactions of the people involved in the situation. And then as the decision is laid down, it will be a just decision. It will not be based on anything extraneous. It will just be based on what originally took place in that event. Okay. So I hope that is helpful. And then we have this one. Gemma Lee. And I think we read for you last night too, I think. Yeah, I think we read for you last night too. I think Marina read for you. But you're asking, will I successfully be enrolled in the new ACA? Will it be retroactive? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's something that there's too many factors going on there about, they're all, I don't know. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to read on that. All right, so Bunny Rabbit Orama. I'm going to use the Cosmic Tarot for that. General, Bunny Rabbit Orama wants a general. So You have a lot of ideas for 2026, and there's a lot of things that you're trying to get off the ground. Some will work, some won't work, but there's just so much possibility here. I don't want to be a wet blanket on any of those ideas. They may all be fantastic, terrific ideas, but I know for most people that have too many ideas, it's good to narrow it down. Now, that doesn't mean you can only go with one. You could, excuse me, you could go with several, but it just right now, I think there's too many ideas. But that's okay. You may start one and decide right away, "Oop, that's not gonna work," and just move on to the next. But I just don't want you to, get upset if not all of these ideas work out. And I don't think you will be. I think you will be pretty successful in at least 1 or 2 or 3 of these ideas, and you end up with the 4 of Wands, and in this deck, the 4 of Wands is not the huppah with the wedding and the party and all of that stuff. It is the dancer who is balanced, because that's what is there a way to see this? Yeah, I can see a little better. Oh god, the lighting's terrible for this. But anyway, it's a dancer and they are balanced. And so you are going to find a way to weave this into your life, and it's going to be very beneficial for you. It's also going to bring you a sense of calm and zen to be executing your ideas, to be living in your flow, to be seeing this all come to fruition. So 2026 is going to be really, really good. That's great. And then this one is, I think this is going to be the last one. And this is Estella Branson. Can I get a general reading? Yes, you can. Okay, Estella. Okay. So, Estella, this reading is very timely for you. You are coming to a point in time where something has to go, something has to be let go. And this is something that has come to fruition. So, I'm seeing like maybe it's time for retirement, or maybe you're moving on to a different job, or maybe you're moving up in the company to a completely different level of operation in the company, or moving to another company where you're doing a very different level of work, or like I said, a retirement or something. And this is going to sit very, very well with you. You're really going to feel good in this new routine that you get into with this new thing. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a job, but you're doing something where you're letting go or retiring one way of doing your daily life and coming into a completely different way of running your daily life. And it's going to be very, very good for you, good for your health, good for your ego, good for your soul, good for your heart, emotionally, physically, just in many, many ways. You're just going to feel like, yeah, this is where I should have been all along. You get the 10 of Pentacles, which means that there's prosperity there. There's money, protection, good health, prosperity, all those good things there. And then you come up with the Princess of Cups. So having this comfort, having this security and stability in your life, all of a sudden, now you can be more, you can kind of let down your guard. You can allow yourself to feel the feelings that, maybe you've just been sort of locked like this trying to get through life, and now that life is going to be, I'm not going to say super easy. You're still going to be doing stuff, very much so, but you're not going to have to be sort of like gritting your teeth and getting through it. It's going to be much, much more enjoyable. And this is going to bring about a whole new thing for you. And then even in this year, after these changes, Wheel of Fortune comes again. So you may have lots of changes this year, not just this initial one, which is going to be very, very good for you, but it may lead to other big, very fortunate changes in your life. So best of luck to you. Happy 2026. Happy Valentine's Day. That's fantastic. That's really, really good for you. So let's see. What do I have in here? Let me go back to. Great. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. This is great. Okay. So thank you, everybody. I'm reading tomorrow. Let me check my calendar because I've been kind of screwing things up with my calendar lately. Yeah, so this was 6 o'clock. Tomorrow I'm doing the members meeting at 1, and then at 3 p.m. I'm going to be coming on and doing another solo show like this where I will do more personal readings. So if you didn't get your question answered today, come back tomorrow and put it in the chat for tomorrow. Thank you for coming. I'm just so happy that so many people showed up. This makes me very, very glad. And I hope the readings were good for you. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming.